seems to me that a big reason the Niners don't want to play Trey Lance anymore is that a big goal this year, a big reason that they've committed to playing Jimmy Garoppolo is that they want to trade him. And they don't want to do anything that would hurt his trade value, although trading for Trey Lance did everything you needed to do. But they think if they just keep Trey Lance on the bench and say that Jimmy Garoppolo is better than him, that makes Jimmy look good, no matter what Jimmy goes out there and does. But then it seems to me that the irony here is that by playing Jimmy against Seattle and having him lose to Seattle again, if he had value, it went down. How do you look at his trade value right now? Is it up or is it down?
I think I think it's about the same. We talked about it last. I don't think his win streak really raised his trade value that much, if at all. I don't think him losing is lowering.
Here's why I think maybe it cements it as at low. Any team that was thinking, man, this guy's a franchise quarterback. He's a franchise quarterback. Well, he went into Seattle against a bad team without Debo and an opportunity to show that he's a franchise quarterback. And he lost to a bad team. I don't think anyone looks at Jimmy Garoppolo as a franchise quarterback anymore.
I think there was an opportunity for him to raise his trade value. If they beat Seattle and then they won another a couple games, like really gone on a streak, like the Patriots have, then I think maybe he would have raised his stock. But if they beat Seattle, I think definitely would have said something, because coming in, I thought this game would be put on Jimmy's shoulders. I think Seattle would be looking to shut down the run. They would make Jimmy throw the ball, and he was either going to make mistakes or not, and that was going to cost him the game or determine the game. And it did. But I don't know that had he won it, it would have really made his stock go that much up. I think he would have had to win. If he won a couple, like another 2 games, and you say, wow, like that's a streak, then you may have been looking at maybe a second, or maybe, but it's tough now. I think there is one thing that he can do, and that's stay healthy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess people go and they're like, well, the Eagles got something for Carson Wentz. Yeah, well, the Colts look at Carson Wentz as a franchise quarterback, whether they're right or wrong. That's how they look at him. And the guy that brought him up, the guy that's coaching him in Indianapolis, coached him in Philly and likes him and is invested in him. Who's the other guy I mentioned? Sam Darnold. Yeah, I think Carolina looked at him as a potential franchise quarterback, and they were way freaking wrong. And now Matt Rule might get fired. I mean, they just fired the offensive coordinator. Yeah, that was a big mistake, trading for those. Well, some team traded for Sam Darnold. Yeah, it was a huge mistake, and everyone's going to get fired because they did that. But they did it because they thought, I think this guy might be 20. He's only 24. He could be a friend. Was he 23? Oh, yeah, he could be a friend. Nope, he sucks. And now you guys are all screwed. So if you trade for Jimmy, it's not like, yeah, man, let's go send the Niners this second round pick so we can get a year of Jimmy at $27 million. He could be a great bridge quarterback for the. No. We'll just be like, all right, Jimmy's a bridge quarterback. He's really expensive this year. He'll be a free agent next year. I'll get him next year. Or I won't. Who cares? It's Jimmy.
So
I can get him next year.
There were two, like the first thing with the Carson Wentz when he was with the Eagles and he had his good year, he was he was on track to be the MVP. Jimmy was never on track to be any MVP.
Has never even been on track to be a Pro Bowl player.
Correct.
No.
So that's the difference.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz is immensely physically.
The Colts think he's a franchise quarterback, and he might be. He might be. Jimmy's not. No one thinks he is. The Patriots were the one team that kind of thought he might be, but they're out of the sweepstakes. They're out of the market, and I just don't see. Do you think the Steelers are going to look at him and be like, "That's our guy"? No. So draft a quarterback.
Do you know one of the reasons why, or I think the biggest reason why the Colts are on their win streak? What Carson Wentz isn't doing? What? Not turning the ball over.
There you go. It's important.
And then Sam Darnold, I think it was a $10 million. He's a $10 million cap hit. It was traded was a third round pick.
Yeah,
I mean, even
he's young and he's
even
cheap.
With that, right? Even with that failure, it's like what did Carolina really lose by trading for Sam Darnold?
Well, their jobs.
But